Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Victos and welcome back to WWE SuperCard. Today, we are talking the new and improved War Games. War Games was objectively the worst event for a while. It just took forever, it felt really, really tedious to grind, and it was just a pain in the ass. There's no cutting hairs about it, it was horrible. Nowadays, though, it has been updated twice. The first update wiped away the fact that you had to wait for the timer to run out after every single round. You could actually just go ahead and press like, okay, I'm ready after setting your cards down, and it'll progress the round. Now, the opponents place their cards first, so it's no longer a guessing game, and it is so much easier. As with all of my tips videos, I like to preface this by saying if you are not in the highest tier, you aren't going to be able to get your hands on the event card. If you are in WrestleMania 40, which is the second highest tier right now, I think you'll have access to the base Enigma card, but you have to be in the Enigma tier in terms of player rarity to get the Randy Orton event card. So just fair warning on that. Um, and going forward, I assume it's going to be the same thing. So yeah, if you're not in the highest tier and you're going to play War Games, just know that you're not going to get the event card. First things first, when playing War Games, since you're going to be playing quite a few of these games, it is important to put a deck that you are making progress in. You don't want to just put your strongest cards down. You can if you really want to, but this is an opportunity to improve some of your other cards, right? So some of your weaker cards that are just like waiting to be trained up and get stronger and pro'd eventually and all that good stuff. So right now, as you can see, a lot of these guys don't have full green bars, and those of them that do, they're just kind of in there to take up space. I'm working on a bunch of matches for these guys. I don't have my strongest cards in. I have none of my WrestleMania 40 cards in because all of those cards are fully trained up. I'm just trying to get matches played on all of my cards. So this is one of the biggest tips I can give you in any event. War Games is not any different than that. So yeah, make sure you get those cards in that have not had their matches played yet, and if you want to make even more progress, attach equipment that is not trained up yet onto them, and you'll get matches for your equipment, matches played for your superstars, and you'll be making progress in the event. So yeah, it's really nice to get that. You don't have to make any sort of specific deck for War Games. The opponents scale to you, so don't really worry about like, oh, these cards really suck. That's fine. As long as you're of the player rarity, you'll get the reward you want. So yeah, first tip there, adjust your deck accordingly. Don't just use your strongest cards if you want to get some matches played on some lesser cards. Okay, so now, as you can see, our opponent, the AI, not a real person, is putting their cards down first, and that's really nice. It's a very huge change, and it is quite the improvement. So I'm just going to throw out my strongest card that I have right now against the solo card, and we are going to try and defeat this guy right here with two of our other cards. You're just going to match what the opponent does and try to win those matches, and then they will never use all four cards, or if they do, it'll be extremely rare. Most of the time, they'll use two or three, and so we want to win all of the rounds. It's ideal. You're not going to every single time. Sometimes they'll throw out a card that's way stronger than what you got. That's okay. You'll just gang up on them in the next round. So right here, this should go pretty well. That is a pretty strong card. They might tie here. They do tie. Not a big deal. We'll just go ahead and claim that ring in the second round, and then since they didn't put a card down in that third ring, we just get that for free. Back in the day, last tier, for War Games, we would have to guess. We don't know where they're putting their cards down, and that was horrible. That was not fun. It was just really tedious and just kind of awful. So right here, we're just going to gang up on this card, 2v1, because we have the pleasure of doing that. It does not seem like he's going to put a card down in this third ring, so all good there. Yeah, so I'm kind of talking fast because we are on a timer here, like literally. But if there's one thing you need to take away, it's that you want to gang up on cards that might be strong with your weaker cards. So these two right here both suck. They're both low tier cards, like low strength cards, in comparison to the pros that I have in my deck. And so I'm just going to use two of them in conjunction with one another to beat whatever card that is. Even if that's a really strong card, shouldn't be the end of the world. Same kind of situation here. We're just going to outnumber him because in all likelihood, our cards all together will be stronger than his two cards right there. No need to add any cards to this third ring right here because we already got it taken. So yeah, pretty easy. Like the new War Games is significantly easier. You just play off of what your opponent is doing. So right here, Eddie Guerrero probably gonna lose this match. Gonna throw Ilya out there with him. And we'll move on with our lives. Okay, 19 and 17, unless this is like an insane card from it's like the Stone Cold Steve Austin from the WrestleMania 40 tier from campaign. We're fine, and we'll just throw that in there because why not? And we'll make sure that we're gonna win. and we're gonna sweep this all three of these rounds. Oh, that's cool, Triple H. We're gonna sweep all three of these rounds right here. It'll be pretty easy. We should get around 70 points, and if you're getting 70 points per attempt, it'll take you a little while. You know, I've been playing pretty often, and we're a little over a day in, and I'm on the middle of the fourth card. So I've made good progress. I've made decent headway, and we're gonna go ahead and get almost 80 points for that. And if you were playing with boosters, it's even easier. So new War Games is so chill. It's so much easier. And I wanted to get this video out like just to show how chill it is, you know, like how easy it is, and to give that mainly also to give that tip of charging up other cards inside of War Games. It is really nice. It's really easy. So just to do it again, and it's cool. They will they will help us out a little bit here. We can just go ahead and put whatever our weakest card is in that thing over there because we're just going to leave that as it is. And what I like to do is I like to save my backups for situations like this. So I'm going to throw JD McDonough because he has my highest power stat as of right now. Cool. I pulled a Dominic Mysterio from the rafters, and then we're just going to claim over here. So now we have 5 cards against his 3, so we're going to get both of those rings on the outside for free. 1 and 3 will be free, and then going back into here, we'll be able to hopefully take this ring without too much problem. Cool, we take that ring as well, and like I said, free ring because they didn't put anything against it. Yeah, they will never use all 4 cards. I've never seen it. It's possible, you know, if it happened to you, you know, I guess it happens, but I've never seen it. And right here, very similar situation. We're just gonna throw our strongest toughness guys in that we have. It's gonna be the stat that's highlighted in yellow. You'll know that after playing for like a minute. And just to throw these cards out there, we're gonna throw those cards out there. At this point, this is such an easy round that there's nothing really to worry about, especially because he just keeps trying to take over ring 2, so I can just respond to that. And it's super duper easy. Just play off of the AI. Like, whatever they're doing, do the same and do it better, you know? Like, use your strongest cards in the areas where you're going to have the most risk of losing. So right here, these two might lose to these two, so I'm just going to throw in a super strong Austin Theory and tip the scales in my favor. Same thing over here. This guy might lose to him because he has such a low power stat, so the best he can do is tie. I'm just going to throw in an Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio card to win this ring. And just like that, we should get another 70-ish, 80-ish, what is happening? Another, my computer started tweaking, 70-ish or 80-ish points and close out this round of War Games with a very solid reward. So yeah, this is much better. Don't really get it twisted. I don't think you can do the heroic for War Games for free still. I don't think it's that easy, but it's a big improvement. I mean, you know, if you're a demon, you can definitely do it, but for free, I mean, if you don't want to put any doublers into the game, you have a shot if you really play like every single bout for all 4 days. You got a shot. I'm not gonna try to do that because that sounds miserable. But you know, if you even if you buy like a just like 600 tokens worth of doublers, you might be able to do it. So it is so much easier because before, if you wanted to get that heroic upgrade for the War Games card, good luck, dude. You know, you were looking at definitely spending credits, and it's yet to be seen if some free-to-play players can get their hands on this. Like I said, I'm not gonna try because, but yeah, you get boosts off of the draft board, so just play the game a lot during the war games, play other game modes, you know, if you want to stack variants on newer cards, or if you want to get some PvP in, or whatever, you can get point doublers as well as the boosts for the game mode through there. And of course, you can buy some credits, or use some credits to buy backups and ring outs if you run out of them. So yeah, pretty simple. Not really very many tips or tricks to give you, but I tried to break down the game mode as easy as possible, and tips slash tricks is something that a lot of people like to see on video thumbnails, so get clickbaited, I guess. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something, and I hope you guys are enjoying the new War Games. It is so much better, and we get to see it again very soon because it's like the next thing after Last Man Standing. So yeah, that'll be cool. Yeah, good luck. Happy Randy Orton getting, I guess. I don't know. Stay toasty, my friends.